And we are back. Oh, you still there? No. Okay, now he's still deafened. I don't think you can hear me. Hey, Kegs. You been well?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
How's
Just
your
kicking some
season
ass.
going?
Oh, it's going alright.
Finish out your
Just kick.
builds?
I'm only playing the barb right now.
So you got the full ancients yet?
I've had it. I just trying to
Get better?
figure out what I'm. It's not really the matter of getting better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just finished gearing too. Now we get to try and change things.
Like I said, it's not a whole gearing per se thing. It's more on the lines of Paragon.
What Paragon you aiming for?
Well, I mean, probably like 2000-ish.
That's high.
2000's usually always the goal, but if I get there, I don't know.
You just don't know what to do next.
Like I said, my gear's good enough. I mean, problem is, I always like to be at like 1,000 health or a
You
million
do
health,
you do Call to Sons yet?
huh?
Call to Sons
And the other,
Despair?
what's that? Oh, do you mean like the challenge shit?
The Call to Sons Despair is page 10 of Cube.
Oh, yeah, augments.
Yeah. Have you done your Call to Sons?
I've done 2 so far.
Yeah, I still have to do one for each season. Just trying to get a better weapon. My Ancient's okay, but I'd like a better.
Like I said, I mean, my gear's fine. It's just, I mean, how would I want to put it?
My gear actually turned out decent, like all things considering.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
Now, if I had damage.
Oh, I have that. I mean, my base damage is 1 mil.
Yeah, I don't have any damage. I don't have enough legendary fixes that give bonus damage. I have 2 and that's it.
The city is dark and ruined, yet you look lovelier than ever. How do you manage it?
I stay focused. Oh, and I ignore flattery.
Well, that's a pity. Flattery is one of my specialties.
What's your current highest GR you've done?
105.
Yeah, nice. I think the highest I've done in 4-man is 100. Solo, it's like 80. I don't really push solo.
but I'll be on in like a couple. I mean, I'm gonna. I just fluctuate between this and League of Legends. Yeah, I can do 1 minute 20-second 4-man at level 80. So if you need gems up, I'm your guy. There's a guy that's like Paragon 1200. And he's like, "How the fuck are you out driving me and doing this?" I said, "I go, I don't know, better bar." I mean, he just
Now I've already finished most of my gems. I only have like one left to get to 100. And it's only 10 ranks away. So I've finished most of them. Not much I have to do right now. I'm not gonna do Call to Sense.
you're not.
Nah, just too much work. For a build that is basically trash. I'll have fun with it, test it, try and improve it in some way. Maybe do Call to Sense after season, but for now, this build is just a tank DH build that's really, it can't go far because Sword of Ill Will does not have a lot of multipliers. There's not a lot of damage increase for Chakram. Chakram for DH is kind of trash.
Are you strong enough to survive the trials?
I wish I wasn't good at, like, just video games, just all in general.
I don't mind it as much.
When you're better than the other team by a lot.
Okay. And that is without Unity. More health fluctuation.
AP, a little AD. Okay, so.
Oh, then again, I am fighting like the worst of them. Brutes. Seeing some health fluctuation would actually be more standard. Probably okay, but
city is dark and ruined, yet you look lovelier than ever. How do you manage it?
I stay focused. Oh, and I ignore flattery.
Well, that's a pity. Flattery is one of my specialties.
Anything could happen.
I need to check up on smoke screen. So I don't think there's much you can do with shadow power. I guess do check on shadow power first. And then I'll check up on smoke screen. Let's see. Yeah, besides the Liliana's wing, it's nothing. Life per hit granted is additionally increased by 25% of life per kill. Find the power of shadow, gaining 26,000 life per hit for 5 seconds. Plus it has a cool visual. Smoke screen.
Be right back.
Okay.
My one friend credit card got corrupted. Somebody must try to use it, and it's closed. So she has no money until Monday when it's accessed and cleaned, and her kid needs food. And she didn't get to go grocery shopping because it got declined. 1 second, I'll be back.
Yep. Okay, so there's nothing you can really do with Smokescreen, nothing you can do with Shadow Power that really makes them change. Smokescreen grants invulnerability for the 1 second it's up, but that's really just it. Only used every 2.5 seconds. I only need to use it once every 6. I get Lingering Fog, I get half a second longer, meaning I can only use it once every 3 seconds, but I get a half second longer. This is not worth it. And I'd have to take displacement because I'm trying to get movement.
I cannot follow you if we just stand around.
The only problem with Shadow Power is that I kinda need Well of Darkness. It just costs too much. Eating up all my discipline means I won't be able to do any calotropping. Since Caltrops doesn't do a lot of damage, I should just remove this. Just remove the damage potential from Jagged Spikes. I actually like the extra damage potential though, because I can use it to slow and damage enemies in a path. Okay, what if I completely removed Caltrops? Because I don't really gain anything from Caltrops. It does help proc Numbing Trap, but that's it. I could do Marked for Death. I don't really kill though. I should do the Valley, right? Valley of Death. This just increases my damage though. I wish there was a rune for Marked for Death that gave Contagium. That'd be nice. remove the discipline cost. Put a cooldown on it. Won't be able to spam it, but that's really okay. What's my discipline? I mean my cooldown? Like 17%. I have like no cooldown. So I'm only shaving off like barely a second. But if I'm just using it to proc elusive, I don't really need to worry about vault. And that's one less discipline cost I need to worry about. Now the only discipline cost I have now is caltrops. I can place a max of 5 really quickly.
Places where you and the Nephilim journeyed.
I need more discipline.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Caltrops should be removed. I mean, it's nice to have when you're doing carries, because you can basically protect the door. But beyond that, it's basically as good as a sentry. I don't know if I can allow sentries, so I'd have to talk with Apocalypse, who helped me make this build. Let's see, Diablo 3, all the trops. Yeah, right now, is it Jagged Spikes? 270% damage over 6 seconds. So it does it over 12 seconds now. Which is 22% my weapon damage per second. Over 12 seconds. Yeah, it's not great. Oh no, it's 45% damage as physical. So it would actually be 45% times 12, which is still bad. Yeah, bait the trap only gives the Demon Hunter crit hit chance, and I'm not a crit build. What was the other one called? Spike trap? It was an actual spike trap build. But I could always remove that for caltrops. This is actual damage though. This would be better. And then I just trigger it whenever I need to.
Surely there is someone out there who would benefit from our aid right now.
Caltrops isn't good. I don't want a hatred spender though. The point of this was to stay at 100% hatred. Okay. Let's see. Physical, lightning, fire. Fire and physical is where I've got all my damage, and in chalk. Could remove the chalk from damage, but I should really keep whatever percentage I could possibly get. I mean, if I only need to use this when I find an elite, problem is, it's like the amount of damage this thing gives is really small. But if I get Spike Trap, I can put on Tragools. Yeah, put on Tragools.
I've got some brand new goods you might
I'm
be
using Ancient
interested in.
Parthin as well as Rasp of Clarity. No room. Echoing Blast increases the damage of each explosion to what, higher? No. It starts out at 1160% damage as fire, while enemies in an 8 yard of each trap. Let's see. 3 seconds. Blowing them. And custom trigger. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Reimmobilize. I mean, not free. It still costs 15 hatred. I mean, if I regain it super quick,
No, I will not do that.
the only problem now is
That would not be wise.
Well, hopefully Monday. They already said it should be.
no, it's not cool.
Alright.
I can't do that.
Or keep this. Push it up. Yeah, I'll get it.
That's almost as bad as Caltrops. Even though its weapon damage is like 1,000% higher.
Well, that's what I mean. Go ahead and take care of your stuff. Just send me a message or whatever. Hello, Mavda.
Hey, there.
That sucks.
I'm still waiting.
That sucks. Well, at least I'm glad how banking smart. Do you play League of Legends at all?
No?
Do you know what League of Legends is?
Yes? I think.
Okay. It's the MOBA.
Yeah, like,
one that's the biggest MOBA in...
It's like Heroes of the Storm, right?
No, not at all.
It's kind of like Heroes of the Storm, right? Heroes of the Storm is a MOBA, I believe. Well, I succeeded at making a trash build that I can't actually improve. Be like, I can't change anything because no matter what I change it to, it's still bad. I guess my best bet is just using the marked marked for death, much as I don't want this. Spike trap is really, really bad.
Did you want to invite in my game?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you on?
Yes, sir.
Maybe in a second here. I'm taking a look at stuff. I'm
Well,
trying
you
to
take a-
improve this
you
trash
can take a
build.
look at stuff and get. Hey, you can take a look at stuff while I'm doing GRs and level up 3 gems.
I mean, sure. Let's see. I'm just changing
I'm
my
just
build
being
back.
super. I'm just being super nice.
Yeah. I'm very grateful. Let me just change this build back. Toss that there. Okay. Maybe I'll be able to get some puzzle rings.
Get that way. Do. Just so I don't have to scroll down so far.
Yeah, no problems.
I'm gonna have to have a day where I do unlimited bounties again.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have to worry about mats.
Dude, I've already crushed through them.
I still have 130.
Yeah, but I try to get, in all honesty, everything.
I managed to get full ancients, that's all I was after.
No. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this game.
Oh well, this is a trash build. I'm not gonna worry about being perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish you had, you and or friends or whatever that wanted to push meta and push like 140s like I used to.
Yeah, I've never been the push.
You gotta
person.
love that everybody sees that I'm doing this stuff. Instantly, it goes,
An ally has joined
yo,
my party, but my
can I
foes
join
have
yours?
strength. An ally has left my party, but my foes are weaker.
Like, doesn't even have me on friends. Like instantly, like one of those ones. Like, oh my god, he's odd. Holy shit.
Custom engineering will also double the duration to a full minute, but it's only a 15% damage increase, but it's a 15% damage increase. I should do this. That'll affect my chakrams to do 15% more, which really isn't much. Better than nothing, though. Getting rid of caltrops for a 15% damage increase.
See, I don't like Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter is hard, man.
No,
It's
it's
so
not.
trash most of the time, unless you're doing a
M4,
set build.
you run M4, M6, bro.
Yeah, like the set builds are good, but I'm trying to make an LOD build.
There is an LOD build. It's the one from last season.
Yeah, I'm making my own though. I'm making
I
a
get
tank.
it.
I'm making a tank one.
I get it. I'm just saying. They technically have one. Yeah, I get
one.
you're.
One. How many actual LOD builds I can push?
There's not a barb one there. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think anyone's tried to make one yet.
it's not viable.
Yeah, like my build. Maybe I'll get it one day with when they buff Sword of Ill Will. That's my main problem. Is just the Sword of Ill Will has no damage. Oh god. I mean, luckily I'm unkillable, but still. Ow.
Is that from him?
No, it's a skeleton from up above. You know, like the coffins.
Wasn't that my whirlwind?
Even completely unbuffed, it couldn't one-shot me, and I can only do T13 content. I can survive 110s though. So I'm actually, this is an unkillable Demon Hunter tank build. I'm just trying to at least get my chakram to do a bit more. And I got Calamity. That's so funny.
don't know.
You'll become stronger.
I got a fading ring.
Fate smiles.
I can clear during your runs.
Do come back again.
I'll just be
cannot
buying
afford that.
rings. Yeah, it's the Ancient Stone of Jordan. Cold skills 15, 25%. Yeah, it's terrible though. Yeah, it's bad ancient.
I just don't get.
Many of the school you are now. But
It almost low rolled
No.
cold and
I
damage
wasn't
against
meaning. I
elite.
wasn't meaning anything. Meaning this chick I'm talking to.
Oh, what a lovely fallen soldier. He's permanently stunned now. The enemy just came up to me. He totally regrets his decision because he's perma-stunned. Need more toughness. I mean less toughness. I need less toughness. So I can focus more on damage. But then I wouldn't be a tank.
Do you know a build I really loved was the ZDPS, like.
That's what this is
Wizard build.
basically. That's what this sort of is. It's not meant to be a ZDPS, but this is a ZDPS. As much as it's not supposed to be a ZDPS, it's a ZDPS. I really wanted Chakra and Shuriken Cloud to just be really nice. I mean, if you have Obsidian Ring, you'll be fine for a while. Yeah, you have Obsidian Ring. You should be fine. Oh, you're using Little Rogue and Slander. Remove
He's not
that.
in here.
Huh?
You can tell him to join us in Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured he couldn't hear me. I was about to type it.
No. I was meaning so because he's been wanting to. He wants to. I told him to mimic my build, so I mean I could help him either way.
Are you using Slander as well? No, you're using Bulkathos. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
almost no
Bulkathos,
one uses that for
it doesn't
Whirlwind.
matter. Yeah, they do.
I said
It does
almost
more,
no one.
it does more
Not
damage
zero.
and toughness, but you have less
Recoveries. What do you call it?
fury.
Yeah, Fury Gen. That's why most people don't use it for farming.
Well, Ren costs a lot of fury.
Don't you get
and
Rend off for free? Or-
Not whenever you're self casting it.
I mean,
So what you want to do is like say you're on it has a really high chance of casting it, but like let's say you want to get an extra tick of it going, you want to cast it yourself. If that makes sense.
what about Ambos? Right, the new one. I haven't used it yet.
No, it works too. I'm meaning okay, so
I
You're
just
able
mean
to-
I've never gotten it, so I've never used it yet. Because my barb, I haven't touched it yet. I haven't tried the new barb stuff. I've only tried the new monk one with Tempest. I think my dad's doing Whirlwind though.
just have him look at my build if he ever wants anything to like kind of go off. This is like the standard
Returning to town.
pew pew build.
Imitra have no control now.
That's interesting. Kind of wish I could seriously get Contagion.
in your trial.
They need to change Calamity to just like grant Contagion. The Contagion rune. Because combining Contagion with Death Toll would be great. All allied attackers heal for 3% of their max life every time they land a damaging hit on the marked enemy. Not terrible. 3% healing every single time you hit something that's been marked for death. Each successful hit against a marked enemy by the demon hunter generates up to 4 hatred. Additional 50% damage dealt to the marked enemy is also applied evenly among all enemies within 20 yards, excluding the primary target, which takes the increased damage anyway. Oh wait, Grim Reaper. You get a guaranteed 15% and then an additional 15% split between all enemies. That's interesting. So you're dealing basically 30% to the marked enemy if it's a boss and alone with no enemies nearby. I think I'll do Valley of Death though. It creates a floor. The duration is reduced to 15 seconds, so it'll be a 30-second floor buff for all enemies in the area, taking 15% more.
I may be able to help you.
This guy's probably like, I can't believe you did that with.
So we're gonna remove Caltrops. Put on Marked for Death, Valley of Death.
Don't be shy.
And I got an Ancient Trag Rules. The game's just telling me to go Trags. I mean, it rolled pretty well, but bad secondary. And it rolled fire skills. Which is fine, because you'll be using a fire version. Maybe I'll hold on to it. Maybe I'll go Spike Trap, who knows. As much as I can't. And I won't. Maybe I will. Marauders. Yeah, Marauders is the only way Chakram will be useful. I'm pretty much ready.
I'm ready if you're ready.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone needs one for Reforge purposes, but I'll drop it. It's a trash one. Elite back here. You want it? It's on me. I'm basically immune here to everything. I'm not as worried about dying because I have
There's
tank.
another one here.
Nice. I'm just gonna pop out. You didn't kill the elite. It's still back here. Still alive.
There's a third. Oh, there's Illusionist.
Oh, was it just a fake
I
copy?
did. Illusion.
Okay. I seriously thought the elite was still alive because I saw it. I didn't know it was an illusion. I saw in chat you killed it, but then I saw an elite go by and I'm like, oh, there's an elite. Oh, it's an illusion. That explains it. I didn't go up there, that's why I didn't know.
It's all good.
I could have killed it then. It would have been my first kill of the day. I mean, in a GR80. My limit is T13 with this build. Like damage wise.
Nice.
I can't go higher. If I do, I just don't kill it. I would love to get a better weird word. 29%'s okay, but man, I would love a 35%. Let's see. But yeah, marked for death, mark an area on the ground. So this is a 15 second, and it's doubled because of my custom engineering. So that's a 30 second.
You have a gem?
Yeah, I bitched at this one guy. So it makes it really hard, like, for a barb to be quicker if I don't have something to charge to, so I can't reset it. And the guy, like, had no need for, like, the Paragon we were at, you know what I mean? And because he was, like, running multi-shot, it was, like, clearing everything awkwardly for me. And I said, if you, want to do your own and do whatever, that's fine, man. Like, I said, you're really, effing with my speeds. Like, either, leave or, leech.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
He's like, well, I need 70s. I said, then go do 70s, man.
I totally understand, man. I've been there, where people like they're making you slower by actually trying to help, but they're slowing you down, which slows down the whole run.
But then on top of it, then he wants to like try to call me out in chat and just in like calling me like, oh, you're an asshole. Like, I said, do you hear yourself that I am running?
Oh, I can remove prep.
I'm running this many 70s in a minute and 35 seconds when I was doing the 70s. 80s are like 2 minutes. So I'm running 1 minute, 20-second 70s for people that can't. And I'm an asshole. I was like, honestly, flabbergasted. I said, and I'm like, do you hear yourself right now? And he's like, well, what do you mean? I said, you're calling me a jerk. And, like, jerk is mildly what he was saying in chat. To the point where then the other three sat there and said, thanks, one of those thanks guy, like, you ruined us having 1 minute, 10-second level 70s for free. But then I went and had a little chat with some of the higher ups.
Like me?
No, I didn't want to bring you into it. Everybody kinda
Yeah,
knows
most
that.
people try not to because when it gets really serious, I actually just jump in on it. It doesn't end well.
Well, it wasn't. Okay, because it's one of those where I don't want to have my own personal part in it because me and you play together, so it's one of those where it's kind of unfair because like you're gonna lean more towards what I'm saying than
I take everything equal, man. I would think about it really carefully. When it comes to clan, I try to play fair.
You try.
I'll listen to both sides. But
So
I'm definitely more the neutral person on this clan, just because of that reasoning.
Come on now. I'm the most. I would say I am because I just don't give a shit.
Well, I mean like higher ups.
See, the thing is, I could. GG would probably let me.
Yeah, join our officer ranks. Yeah, I can understand.
Because I've been a member. I mean, I got kicked last season because of personal issues, and I wasn't on. But it's one of those where I think I've been a member since season 10.
Yeah, about the same time as me, I believe.
That would be a really solid guess if I would have to say whenever I join.
Yeah, because I basically came back into Diablo at Season 10. Came back.
That's kind of where I was.
Yeah, I had fun. I wish the auction house would come back. You know, it doesn't have to be the real money one. Just bring us the normal one where we can buy rares from people with like EXP gear. That was awesome. I love buying all that EXP gear. Granted, it's trash now. No one needs it. Like, we can hit 70 in just less than a day.
I'm just really excited about Diablo.
Yeah.
I'm
Next
just
year,
hoping I
man.
can keep
Maybe
in
next year. Maybe. I'm hoping they just take a. I hope they bring it in 2021, not 2020. Just take your time. Make sure it's perfect.
Yeah,
Get all those bugs out of the way.
They have been taking their time already.
They're not taking their time on this game. Party bugs are annoying, and it's been there for over a season. Like, they're finally fixing it.
No. Okay, I'm meaning Diablo 4. They're already, trust me, they've already been taking their time.
Yeah, Diablo 4, they're taking the time.
It's
But
their
in
new
Diablo
baby.
3,
They could give a shit. They could give a shit about this one.
Yeah,
they're gonna still keep it just because, to appease people that still liked Diablo 3, because I did like it.
And for those that played Diablo 4 and like, no, I don't like it. I'll stick to 3 and go back to 3. There are people that do that with World of Warcraft, and you know, they tried WoW Classic, realized they don't like it, and went back. Untrained Turtle. Let's see, you message him again. There's no way it comes out in 2020. They have like half an act and one town finish. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm hoping they don't just like give you a half finished product in 2020. Never know. It's Blizzard. Do we not have phones? They could do it. They could bring it out in 2020.
I'm
if
sorry,
they wanted
but there was leaks of it back 2 years ago when they were building it.
Yeah, they don't even know what their end game is right now. Like currently, they're still figuring it out.
I already know their end game.
They don't know their own end game. They're still trying to figure things out. They only have currently 3 guaranteed released classes. They probably already know what classes they want, though. 2022 at the very least. I mean, that would be nice. I wouldn't mind that. Like 2022, I'd be okay with. But I mean, if Blizzard wants to Untrained Turtle, they'll release it in 2020. I'm hoping for 2021 at the bare, like, minimum, not max. Like, I would prefer them taking a couple years to make their product perfect.
Yeah, they've been secretly already. There's already been stuff that leaked that they were doing it beforehand.
Yeah.
It's all pish posh and like kind of like all scrambled together. I'm telling you right now, Hondo Percento, they've been backburnering it the entire time, even with the whole stupid ass shit of what's it called, the phone game.
Yeah, that's true. Untrained Turtle, they would sell it tomorrow if they knew it'd sell. I mean, come on, it's a Blizzard. They're a company. It's all about making a profit.
Hell, if they could put a Fortnite character inside of it somehow,
they'd make a lot, yeah. But the thing is that Blizzard knows the game won't sell.
Okay, so here's why I think that it's gonna be like Christmas-ish of 2020. And hear me out here. They're not working on anything StarCraft. They're not working for anything for World of Warcraft. The only thing that kind of leaked that they might do with World of Warcraft is they might be doing Burning Crusade for a classic.
Burning Crusade.
If Burning Crusade comes back,
it's definitely one of the better expansions, but I would prefer them just do Wrath.
It was the only expansion that I liked. Whenever Paladins came out, and
I mean, the only problem with Burning Crusade is that Shamans and Paladins no longer became a unique class. Which was kind of sad because I liked it being locked behind just a single, like, you had to be a certain faction to play. It created that sort of order.
I always played Priest, so, I mean...
Like, I definitely enjoyed Burning Crusade. That's when I started playing WoW. You know, Warlocks were extremely powerful.
I think that's why I like it more, because that's exactly what I started playing as well.
Yeah, warlocks were super.
I shouldn't say that. I did play original WoW. I just was on a 56k modem. I then got cable whenever.
I wouldn't even say warlocks. Every single class was like really powerful in Burning Crusade. It was kind of ridiculous.
I don't know. Shadow Priest kind of lost its luster.
I mean, Shadow Priest wasn't, you know, top tier on Classic. I mean, everything was getting powerful just because of the level boost, but also because of the way they changed the talent system.
Shadow Priest were the best PvPs though, because in Classic it had a broken fear.
Oh, I mean, weren't there a lot of broken stuff in the early levels?
Yeah, I'm just saying the face melt. They used to be called face melters back in Classic, but they were the best PvP because they had a fear that you could still attack while feared. So it wasn't like the olderish fear where it went until they got hit. It was fear the entire duration. So you'd be feared for 5 seconds, so you could mind flay, and if you had good enough cooldown, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever it was later.
I always liked their mind control. That was nice. Control a character. I was doing some heavy testing with mind control in Classic. You know, NPCs, actual players, and a bunch of other things, and just testing out how all the mind control mechanics look crazy. I had fun doing that. It's a waste of time, but I enjoyed it. Oh, drops. Grenades can so proc it.
I actually got messaged by a few people on my list if I was going to get back to actually streaming Diablo 3 again whenever I start getting time to push end-to-end content.
Want to see what you'll get? See you soon.
I just don't know if I want to.
Back again.
I cannot afford that.
Since it's not really any different for me to stream or game, I just do whatever.
I just mean, I don't know. I enjoyed streaming this, but the community of watching it, watch streaming is very, very low for this game.
It's weird because I get most of my views while playing Diablo. Out of all the other games I play.
I'm returning to town.
Diablo gets me the most traffic.
Well, whenever I stream, when I used to stream World of Warcraft, I was getting 80 to 140.
Oh, that's insane. I'd get maybe one with WoW Classic.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't play retail, so.
Well, healing wise, I was in a very good guild, and then I would start doing solo running public stuff and just using strategies that I know, and would carry pubs, and pretty much that was before you had to do the other stuff. You had to be on a big enough server to actually get the people in them, if that makes sense. You'd have to sit there and yell looking for group shit, not the raid finder shit. But yeah, I don't know. I get frustrated with, because whenever I was streaming this, I'd get maybe 20 viewers.
I mean, that's still a lot, but I guess you're just bigger.
Well, I also stream League of Legends. League of Legends was where I took it. That's why I have I don't even know what it is now. I probably lost since I've been streaming in about a year. I'd probably still say I have 100 to 200, maybe 300 followers still left over.
Oh. I was wondering why I can suddenly vault multiple times. Maybe I'll keep all my multiple vaults. It's nice to have. Instead of removing your physical cost, adding cooldown.
Do you want barb gear?
Nah, I'm good. I already got some, technically. And I already salvaged it. Maybe next season I'll try out the new barb set, but this season I'm enjoying the monk one. I mean, I'll take the souls. That's about it. I think we all need souls, though. So much rips, man. There's 2. Rip times 2.
I am returning to town.
Oh, it's by sale.
You get accustomed to that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like, for this build, this tank build actually has less damage and speed than my Natalia Strafe build. And Natalia Strafe is actually really weak. But I could probably still push speed T13s if I really tried. But this build is just like barely at that T13 range. It's hard to make a new build though and keep it viable. You run into complications.
I think the only thing I've ever been able to make viable that was alright was before it became alright decent was the what's it called? The bone armor build with the necro. I was able to get it somewhat decent.
Music proc that door. I'm just standing here. They're not gonna attack me as long as I don't move. But even if they did attack me, they wouldn't one-shot me like they did music. I always feel bad watching players just get one-shot by stuff, and I'm like, I'm just here. Super tanky. Tankier than Barbs and Crusaders. I'm basically almost as tanky as a monk. I'm getting there. I could get there if I really tried. Actually, no, I couldn't. Monk dodge is OP. You don't really beat dodge. Plus, monks have easy ways of getting resistance.
Come on.
Building a monk super tank is easier. Although Crusader, I believe, is the tankiest of all classes just because of shielding.
Well, I was going to say, also, with that being said, the fact that you have two
Two
free
what?
lives. Free lives.
Oh yeah, I mean, cheat deaths. I mean, if it takes up a spot, it takes up a spot. You could basically remove the
you
passive.
get the free one, and then accurate, you have one.
Yeah, just remove the passive and just get, you know.
Could you imagine on top of it, with one of the builds, you could buy a bulb, put in the shoulders from, what's it called? The bounty, Act 2 bounty, the or Act 1 bounty, the Skelly shoulders.
Oh yeah, and get another cheat death.
Yeah.
I mean, demon hunters have 2 cheat deaths, technically. Demon hunters get the armor cheat death, Beckon Sail. When receiving fatal damage, you instead automatically cast Smokescreen and are healed to 25% life. This effect occurs every 120 seconds. So demon hunters also have 2 cheat deaths. If you really wanted it, and basically could get a third with Skeleton Fulgurance.
The only class that I ever was sadly disappointed with that never ended up making it big, Witch Doctor.
Yeah, Witch Doctor was not my style either. Like, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I love what the abilities look like. Like, Paranauto has to be the best looking skill in this game.
I don't know, I love my spinning red chakrams.
Yeah, but visually aesthetics? Nah, come on. You gotta admit, Parent Autos, pretty damn cool.
Are you ready? Begin.
The next ability that's kind of like bullshit, but still decent looking, is honestly the pony of the Crusader.
If I die, I only blame myself. Did music proc again? Why is he running back to town?
Because he can't keep up.
Oh, I mean, I can't keep up. I'm still gonna follow you. You get me you get me channeling, I'll keep up with you, dude. I'll just vault nonstop. Ooh, I want to kill you. Aw, darn, I couldn't kill him in time. He was like at low health. He was in that cheat death stage. Oh, another one, and he canceled. It was north, right?
Are you sure?
Maybe. I don't know. Is it that way? That looked like a dead end.
I think it's up here to the left now. Wow.
No, I think it was actually north right here.
Yeah, that's what I said, north and to the left.
Yeah, see, here's the door. Well, I'm just gonna follow you around. I can't kill stuff, so you don't need to worry about that. And since I'm unkillable, you don't need to worry about me dying. Yeah, I'm using stone gauntlets for a huge armor boost. I'm just gonna stay here and just wait for you to do your thing. I'm just gonna slowly murder these enemies.
Big dick in it.
You on the next floor already? Yep. Don't worry, all this stuff will die in a second. Go and kill it. Yeah, I was testing out this build and I'm basically unkillable all the way up to guaranteed 110 where I've tested it. Because I was running a 111, didn't have the full set yet. I was missing like 2 items, I believe.
I can't carry anymore.
Now blood shards is full. I'm just gonna go quickly spend them.
You look like
Kadala,
you use a
give me
new
some
idea.
rings. I want puzzles.
Ooh,
No?
that's
Okay.
nice.
What do you need?
Really? Fucking really, game? Really?
Circle of
Really?
Gival. What's wrong with it?
A 4-second on top of it,
It's ancient. So what's
and
wrong?
ancient.
Yeah, the only problem with it is regen.
The only problem with it is I'm not playing fucking Necro.
Oh, also, int is also a problem. You want crit chance. What if it rolled crit damage 50%, crit chance 6%, maxed out intelligence, useless secondary though, and just rolled a free socket? You like?
It can't be any worse than my actual gloves for my fucking set that roll trash on trash on trash, and I have.
The game would have basically told you roll a Necron now and put this on. That's basically what the game is saying. If it gives you something super perfect.
No, I'm not rolling rat. I'm not rolling rat in like 11. And then I would, because I love playing. I love rat runs.
You look like like you could use a
I
new
love being able to do
IC
110s in 20 minutes or 2 seconds.
That's
I
not,
should say
this
2
isn't
seconds.
this isn't terrible.
No.
No, this.
An ally has left my party, but my foes are weaker.
That's pretty bad.
I don't know. That looks really nice. Remove either resource or movement. Literally, it rolled the max levels
I mean,
for
if you're wanting it
3 of the
for like,
stats.
if you're wanting it for tankiness, then sure.
I mean, resist all is always welcome. Yeah, I don't know if resist all is always welcome.
No,
Movement's
not-
actually kind of
not when
nice
you're
on
making
your
the
rings
damage,
because
like,
it's more Paragon.
If you had a build that you were looking for, let's say a tank, yeah, but no tank is going to use.
I mean, you mostly run Compass Rose for the 50% DR tankiness. I'll probably toss it on my monk. Give my monk some more support. But yeah,
Like,
that's a nice ring.
Yeah, it's like the only ring that I'm happy about right now is this one.
Conventions.
Just the stat base on it.
Yeah. Plus it rolled near max for the elemental damage.
Well, anything 180 plus is great.
Yeah, I just salvage mine, so I don't pay attention. I'm not really a fan of COE. They're nice, but
this is the best flavor of time I've came across so far. So it's just.
What'd you roll off? Cooldown was only 6%.
It was reduce. Reduce whatever.
Reduce
resource cost. Yeah. A useless stat. I think I'm gonna have to take a break. My friend that had a little bit of an issue is coming back to drop off. I said, if you're going to get groceries, you might as well grab me something. Well, I needed milk and orange juice and coffee.
Yeah. And I'll probably hit dinner here in a second. It's gonna be basically cold by the time I grab it now.
Plus, on top of it, she's pulling me a solid. I'm horrible at wrapping Christmas gifts, and all my shit's in. So, she's gonna help me wrap Christmas gifts. Don't get me wrong, I can wrap Christmas gifts, but I can't make them like super pretty.
I always only get able to get like one side, and then I somehow mess up the rest of it. I'll get one side perfect, but the rest.
So
will
I'm
look
good.
weird.
It'll look good, but I'll use so much extra wrapping paper that it's such a waste. So, anywho.
I did get this yesterday, so
An ally has
I got a
joined
perfect
my party,
potion.
But my foes gain strength.
I kind of wish they would release primal potions and primal ancient potions at some point. That would be kind of nice, you know, just a little bit extra.
Yeah. Like if you got a primal, it'd be like a 120 diamond.
Oh, 130. Because a non-ancient usually just has 100, and an ancient will always be like 130. Like take my Hellcat's Waste Guards, it maxes at 130. But if it was a non-ancient, it'd be 100.
That was another thing that I don't get. Okay, so I've had ancients that hear me out. 999 strength, 6 crit, 15 whatever it was, perfect stat other than the 999 ancient. And then you can get a primal ancient that it would have been 1,000. You would think like they would do something like when you got a primal.
I mean, a primal is just all stats maxed. Yeah, it's nothing
Yes,
special.
I get.
Sadly.
But what I was thinking, if I was doing this game and I was making primals, to me would have been that like 100,
like a 20% increase compared to
not a 10%, a 10% higher than any ancient could be. So like 1,100. So a 10% on 130 would.
Plus all stats maxed out, or not all stats maxed out?
What do you mean?
Would you max out all the stats like a normal primal, or are you just saying like, you know, like the rolls have a chance of being, you know, a little bit higher than in ancients?
So I would have primals as they are in between of okay, so 1000 is the highest on strength.
Yeah, for an ancient.
Even for an ancient, so primals would be between 1000. You could even do the 20% between 1000 and 120. But
Yeah.
it's never going to be below 1000.
That'd be okay. I wouldn't mind that.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, something a bit more.
Because I've had ancients that the differential is like 0.01%. Now don't get me wrong, I had to roll the almost absolute perfect dead nut blah 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 ancient. But you still have that chance.
Yeah.
Primals should be something that is like shit yet. Or on the other logic that I was having, 10%. So like 1000, it would be 1100 strength.
Yeah, guaranteed. Or
Guaranteed.
or a chance of it being like
That no matter
1000 to
what,
1200.
it's always going to be 10% more than an ancient ever could be.
Yeah.
So, alright, I'm going to go wrap some stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off here too.
Alright,
Well,
I'm just going to
thanks for the chat and thanks for the plane, man. Okay, I'm heading off here, Chet. Thanks, Untrained Turtle, for leaving some comments and asking some questions or something. Hope you all had fun watching. That's it for today, and have a good one. Next stream will maybe be tomorrow around noon or later. Depends on when I finish uploading videos. So, yeah, it's probably just gonna take all day. There might not be a stream. Well, see you all and have a good one. Goodbye.